Hello everybody! In this video we will learn how to create transitions to make better videos using just our camera in a very simple way. Intro. Transitions decorate our videos and make them look more professional. But if you don't do them properly, then they're going to cause the opposite effect. Your video is not going to look good. Positioning and timing are very important, and to have seamless transitions is not difficult, but we have to pay attention in how we do them. So let's create some transitions with the camera, and I'm going to use a GoPro for a change. The first one I'm going to show you is very common and easy to do. You just have to cover your lens. So you have to end your first footage covering your lens with the surface and start the second one from a surface. It doesn't matter the color of the surface because when the lens gets close to any surface, it loses light and becomes black. So don't worry about colors. You can actually also use it when vlogging, covering your camera with the hand and then uncover the camera when you are in a different place. Or it can even be another person and covering the camera. Okay, this is very important and I want you to remember this forever. Most cameras have autofocus, so the first thing you do, and this is for all in-camera transitions, is to set your exposure and set your focus and then lock them. You don't want the camera looking for a point to focus because that doesn't look good. Now, whipping the camera. You can do it up and down or to the sides. Try always to follow the same direction. For example, if you are panning a nice footage to the right, then when you want to finish the shot, just whip the camera to the right, always the same direction. And then for the second shot, first you have to look for the frame, look for the exposure, the focus, lock them, and then come to the shot, whipping the camera from the left to the right. So the movement is always to the right, following the same direction of the first shot. At the end, you just go to the editing software, put them together and make them match. Simple as that. So if you do from down up or up down, it's the same thing. The second footage has to be always following the same direction. Now let's talk about masking. These transitions are so cool. All you have to do is make your shot pass in front of an object that is going to cover the camera at some point, from the top to the bottom or by the sides. For example, here I have two footages. In the first one, the tree is covering the camera, and in the second footage, the subject is closer to the camera. Now let's go to the editing software to see how to do it. Okay, we have here the two footages that I showed you before, when she's walking and the tree is in front, and the other one is like a close-up. You can see her and the dog there. To make the masking transition, the first thing that we have to do is to look for the tree and look for the first frame where the tree is already showing the background, you see, but that's not the first frame. If we go back, you still have a little bit. I think this is the first frame where you can see a little bit of the background here. What we're going to do here is to make a mask. So we're going to start making the mask like this. We click here and we already have the mask made, okay? What we're going to do is to create a path. And we're going to start making the mask. And let's pull it a little bit in. And let's close it. This is covering the part that we don't want to cover. So what we do, we come to the mask and we click here in invert it. And there you go. Now you can see that the mask is here. Now here we're going to click to go one frame forward. We're going to make the mask. Like I said, it has to be a mask like it's going to cover one frame by one frame. I know that it's going to be requiring a lot of patience, but we have to be patient to make things nice and better, no? There you go. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to feather it out and it's going to be nicer. And now we have to do this frame by frame. So I'm going to be doing this frame by frame, and then I'm going to come back to show you what is it that we have to do at the end. Okay, as you can see, we finished. We did all the masks one by one, frame by frame, until the end. Now what we have to do is we have to come back to the first frame. Remember, we did the first frame around here. As soon as we find the first frame, it's there, right? There is the first frame. We're going to put here this video from the bottom under. There you go. And this video is going to basically replace what we erased. So as you can see, when she's walking towards the tree and the tree is already moving, this image is actually the video from the bottom. Let's see. You see? Now, we can see that there is a little bit of like something going on here. It's not that perfect. So what we do is we come to the first video and we do a mask feather. Let's put it like 45 feather. And now it's more subtle. It doesn't look like there's something wrong there. So as you can see, it's much better. Now let's go to see another kind of transition. If you want to learn more about this technique in detail, I made a video actually a couple of weeks ago. So just click in the link here or in the description below. I'm going to leave the link there also.
This transition is so cool. You just need to shake a little bit the camera and then shake it again in another location.
Remember to shake the camera at the end of the first shot and at the beginning of the second shot.
Okay, this is a bonus transition. When you are vlogging in front of the camera, in this case in front of the GoPro, you can twist the camera to one side and then go to another location and twist it back. Like for example, like this. And now I'm in another place.
There are so many more transitions that you could do. So just grab your camera, get out there and start filming. Be creative, experiment. Let me tell you that I just created an account in a page that is made to help creators and it's called Buy Me a Coffee. This page makes so easy for people like you to support people like me just by going to the page and buying me a coffee. Now, it's not literal that you're buying me a coffee, but giving me a small donation so that I can keep creating tutorials for you. So if you would like to support me, the link is in the description below. By the way, for the next video, I will be giving for free a pack with 100 transitions for you to install completely free. So subscribe and don't forget to buy me a coffee. Until next time.